Hey Big Dreamers, this is Paul Wilson Jr. with some more insights, inspiration, and imagination for your elevation. I'm recording this video from sunny Southern California in my most favorite city in maybe the world, but at least in the United States, San Diego. You know, a few years ago, about 12, I spent my college years here and I just have an incredible time. And so as much as I love Atlanta and enjoy Atlanta where I live now, I really still get excited every time I get a chance to come back to San Diego. And this time was even more special because I had a chance to do some speaking at the church that I actually attended while I was in college. So I did a youth ministry workshop on a Saturday, then I spoke for the services on Sunday morning. But I have to admit that I was a little nervous coming back here to do that. Partly because, you know, when I was in college, you know, you're a college student, you know, so you have a certain perception. But then when you come back as a professional, people have certain expectations of you. And I was wondering if I could live up to other people's expectations as a speaker, as a motivator, from that standpoint. Also, of course, being in a church, you know, there's a certain way that churches do things. And so I was wondering, okay, am I going to be able to fit in terms of what they expect a speaker or a preacher to be? And so I was a little nervous, but however, at the end of the day, before I had to do what I did, I had to get over that nervousness and say, you know what I bring to the table may be different than what everybody else, how everybody else does it. And the way I present may be totally different than the way other people present. So I have to be comfortable in my own skin and in my own niche or niche, depending on how you like to pronounce it. And so I want to encourage you that no matter how you do what you do, don't try to fit yourself into somebody else's box. Because the thing is, if I had tried to do that to fit myself in the box of another speaker or motivator or preacher, it would have been a total disaster. But the weekend ended up going exceptionally well because I stayed in my lane. I just did what I do best, presented how I like to present, what's comfortable for me, and it connected with people. People were able to receive what I had to present. And so I also want to encourage you that whether it's in your job, whether you're a speaker or a writer or an artist or any career field that you're in, find your niche and stick with it. Stay in your lane. Find out what you do best and do it with exceptionally well. Do it better than anybody else. Don't try to do well what somebody else does. Find out what you do well and you become the best at it. That is really one of the formulas for success. Not trying to fit in somebody else's box or niche, but you find your own niche. And sometimes you can create your own niche. But when you do that, for one, it will be less stressful, but it would also, you will find fulfillment in doing the things that you do well. And then also, there's an audience out there waiting to hear what you have to say or to receive what you have to do in the way that you do it. Because only you can be you, and don't try to be anybody else, okay? So until next time we have a chance to connect, do all you can with all you have and the time that you have so that you can thrive on purpose. I'll see you soon.